Friends, good evening. This is a very brief video on fundamentals of legal practice because often we find the legislations enable company secretaries, chartered accountants, and such professionals to represent before tribunals. And therefore, there will be always a need for understanding what are the five. In my opinion, there are five basic fundamentals, which are essential for the purpose of going before courts and tribunals to represent clients. Irrespective of whatever be the subject matter, you should be able to concentrate and complete understand on the facts, which are very important. Facts of every matter constitutes a very important part of the work. If you are not able to question the clients and inquire, due diligence, validate whatever you are writing as a matter of fact to every statement of fact in the form of the pleadings, it's going to be very, very difficult. So facts, concentrate, that is very, very important. The second thing is the purpose. What is the purpose of the proceeding that we are intending to advise clients to start? Very, very important. The purpose must be clear, known to you, so that you are able to communicate clearly to the client. So purpose of the proceeding that you are going to advise your client to start or initiate is another important, basic fundamental. The third thing immediately you must understand is the provision of law. There must be a provision that you are banking upon, of course, one or more provisions, for the purpose of obtaining and meeting the purpose. So the third thing is the provisions. There must be clear understanding of what is that provision and what is the proper understanding, interpretation, whether previously courts have applied that provision, whether previously courts have uh, given a relief which is similar to or same as what you are intending to. So the fourth aspect is the principles governing that particular jurisdiction or provision, and the fifth one is the judicial precedents. So friends, we must clearly connect and understand facts, purpose, provisions, principles, and precedents. The 1F and 4Ps. If suppose you are able to apply thought for every matter that you are undertaking, this 1F and 4Ps, you will be at peace and you will be able to give the client also the peace for the fees the client is going to pay you. These things have to be tested at the end of the day by connecting what is known as the three P's. One is the pleading, two is the paper, three is the prayer. And this must work in both directions. There must be a connect between every part of the pleading to the paper that you are producing in support of what you are pleading and the prayer that you are going to ask. So PPP, the 3P connect, and in the reverse direction also you should check. From the prayers, you should go to the papers and the pleadings. This way, you will be able to find if there are some papers about which you have not asked anything, if there are some papers which are not going to serve any purpose, or if there are pleadings which are not supported by any proof, because every statement of fact must be validated and proved, and therefore there must be sufficient proof between the pleadings and the statements or claims or representations that you are making. Therefore, there must be a complete connect between the three P's, and every pleading and the prayer, it should be connected. A pleading supported by a proper paper and documentary evidence should result in the prayer being granted. Otherwise, you can always add so many things in your suit or proceeding or petition or complaint. That doesn't really matter. There is no point in doing verbosity, repetition, cutting and pasting from some other provision, some other paper. So ensure, my dear friends, Understand these 5 basic fundamentals in legal practice, and they are 1F and 4Ps. That is the F for facts, the purpose of the proceeding that you are recommending, the provisions that are operating, and the principles and judicial precedents. And once the case is constructed, do this 3P check. 3P check. That is, papers or must be supporting the pleadings that you are making. In other direction, every pleading must be supported by a proof or paper, and these two things are done for the purpose of a prayer. There must be a prayer, and if there are prayers, reliefs that you are asking, and they are not supported by the pleadings, they are not supported by any factual documentary record or proof, then you take it that prayer is of no use. They are going to grant it merely for the asking. No court is going to immediately grant you anything that you ask. Therefore, make a connect, which is very important. Do a reverse way checking also of these 3Ps. And that ends this live stream today of this important 5 basic fundamentals of legal practice and the 3P double way check. Thank you.